shine like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go through a driving rainstorm here in Baltimore. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Forward, operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
That is caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 85 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Herbert going to throw on this first play. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get the field and pick up the first down.
And just quick to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. Brings up 2nd down, 34-yard play. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Conklin goes in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's to the running back, Marion Hampton. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, L.A.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On On first down, it's Hampton. And a good run there. Get him 5 yards. Second and 5. Let's go. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hands and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. I mean, how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 3. Again, it's Jackson. Pushed out to his left. Now he'll run it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big one for the Ravens. 33 yards. A first down throw for Jackson. It's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. That is second TD catch of the season. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. So after 14-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Rivers. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Picks up 8 out to the 33-yard line.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. To throw is Herbert. To the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it will wind up being a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he'll work this down inside the 35. Marlon Humphrey is there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Conklin goes in motion. Throwing, Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. Well, brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Conklin goes in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. He's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
We'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
And they're on the 16-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
2nd and 11.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this.
Forward. Hey, Uncle,
2nd down, Jackson. That is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Play action now. It's Herbert. He's got a man downfield. That's Johnston. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Want to quit?
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's caught. Derrick Henry.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jackson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Chargers have it. And so much for a nice game through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Second and a yard. Now it's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he will go down here, but there is a marker on the field, and the defense may have gotten a head start on that one. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That is brought in to the goal line and in. Touchdown Chargers. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Chargers 10.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out down to the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Set. Go. On first down, right back to Hampton. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Roquan Smith. They're going to bring him down.
3 yards to go. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That's a short one taken in by Cox. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Chargers get set to kick it away. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick 6 or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
Taken at the 19. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. Some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. He'll get that complete to Donald Parham. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. On the give, here's Hampton. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Roquan Smith. They're going to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Herbert to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And he was labeled as a playmaker coming out of college, Mike, and after what's his first catch of his career, it's pretty easy to see why.
Hampton trying to work inside. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert throwing right to Max Johnston. to left, first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Now, Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On the ground, Hampton. And he's in! Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing a blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And it's left side and caught by Flower. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
And this is where the timing of this passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be. Because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open. He tries to lead his guy. He just puts a little too much in front.
And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 40. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. Jackson up top again. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3. At the Chargers' 3-yard line.
Henry tries to pull his way in. Good blocking, and he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. That is first touchdown of the new year.
The Ravens will line up for
The shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This returnable with Rivers. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. He's got his tight end, Oronde Gadsden II. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4. A run, this is Hampton. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. 13 yards on the catch there, and the Chargers have the first down. To throw is Herbert. Right side, hauled in by McConkey. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
17 yards on that play. It's good for a Charger first down.
Run! Ready.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll run here. Open space inside the 10. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Now, 1st and goal.
Set.
They'll run with Hampton. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Ball at the 3, second down and goal.
Step.
One more time with Hampton. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, L.A. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the...
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one, the kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
They'll go again with Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On third down, here's Hampton. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Another run here with Hampton. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's Hampton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory.
This